Hi, I'm Christina with Empowware Yoga, and this is our third week of the Get Empowered video series. Today we'll be exploring how to get you into Scorpion, the basic poses you should practice, some prep sequencing, and then how to do it. So we will explore plank, a back bend, a forward fold, and some forearm practice. So let's get started. The first pose we're going to explore is plank pose to help build the strength in your core and in your shoulders, as scorpion pose does require a lot of core and shoulder strength. So how to come into a basic plank, forearm plank, you'll grab your elbows, ensuring that your elbows stay shoulder width apart, taking your hands out, taking those arms parallel to one another, index fingers are parallel, and then when you're ready you can stay on the knees if you are new. So if you look, your core is tight and your back is always flat at all times. And then if you'd like to work harder, you'll curl your toes under, squeeze your legs, heels push through, shoulders pull back, and that is plank. So couple things, make sure that your bum is not high like this. That is easier, so most people will tend to do that. You're gonna bring the shoulders forward so that they're over those forearms and squeezing the core, heels push through, and making sure you're sucking everything in. So that's your basic plank. You can practice doing 30 seconds to a minute. Most of my classes know I like 5 minutes. We're doing 8 minutes by Valentine's Day. Let's go, guys. So that's the plank. The second pose we're going to explore today is a back bend, because scorpion pose is essentially a back bend. Your feet are trying to touch your head. If you think of the asanas as inversions of one another at a different angle, you can build the poses that are needed to prep for more advanced poses like scorpion. So what we'll explore is camel pose, coming onto our knees, standing on our knees, curling our toes under, shoulders up, back and down, and look up. So you can stay here. First option, hands to your hips, looking up towards the sky, either staying like this, or if you'd like to go further, you can take one hand to the heel and then the other. And then push your chest out more and let your head drop. Try to take your gaze to the back of the room, following your nose, pressing your feet into the earth and your hands into your heels. And you'll hold for 5. And if you would like to go further after the count, going deeper into the pose, taking the tops of the feet onto the ground, one heel at a time, and then the other. So if you're thinking about it, this is essentially a scorpion pose, but inverted. Trying to take the head towards the floor, towards those feet, and opening up the body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you'll slowly come out, curling one toe and then the other, bringing the heart forward and taking the hands back to the hips. And that is your camel. So the third pose we're going to explore today is a forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold, because we need to open up our hamstrings to get that range of motion, to get those legs over to our head, as well as wide-legged forward fold helps you to open up the hamstrings to get the hips over your shoulders. And that's important for your press up to scorpion, and I will explain why in just a second. So we'll get up and we'll open up wide. Toes in, heels out, pigeon toes. Squeezing your core tight, inhaling your shoulders up and looking up towards the sky, opening up to create space. Push your waist forward, trying to look towards the back of the mat or the mirrors. Exhaling, leading with our chest. Pushing through our feet, sticking our butt back, legs straight, leading with our heart and pulling the crown of the head down towards the floor. So this is variation A. Pulling the shoulders down, elbows closer, and you're gonna hold here for 5. So we're going to explore 4 different wide-legged forward folds to get really open in those hamstrings. This is A, with our hands to our hips, pressing the weight into our toes. And then on the next breath, you're going to pull your body all the way back up, squeezing your core. The second option here is similar to A, but when you come down, so inhale, look up to create space. Opening up our heart. And exhaling, leading with the chest. Looking over our nose. If you'd like to go further, you're going to take the hands down towards the feet, grabbing your big toes with your peace fingers and your thumbs. Inhale to create space, look out, press the weight into the toes, and exhale, pull your body down further. Trying to bend the elbows to the sides to pull the crown of the head further down, trying to push the weight into the toes, and hips come further over those shoulders. We want our hips over our shoulders to have proper alignment, so when it comes to press up, it's more about your alignment than it is about strength. Physics. Inhale, look up. To properly stack, take your hands to your hips, look, come all the way up, and palms firmly together. This is great because it opens up your shoulders as well, which you need for a scorpion pose, pressing the weight into the toes. Make sure the hands are firmly fastened. Most people like to open up the palms, but with the palms together, you open up those shoulders more. So you hold here, and then on your next breath, come all the way up. Taking your hands back to your hips, pulling your body all the way back up. And the last one, exhale, fold, variation D. You're going to take the hands down to the floor and try to take them down towards the heels. If you're going to press up to scorpion, you could come onto the forearms like this and practice pushing the weight forward and back, like so. And that's the last one.